what's nearby. So basically the apps can work as your virtual tour guide. It will be a very useful tool for the FITs when they travel. And just a brief intro, go through about the apps. As you can see from the navigation, we have the e-coupon, and next to it you have the green square box. Is actually explore. When you click, you will have more information about ecotourism and outdoor activities. And the purple button, indulge, when you click in, you get all the favorite things about Penang, which is the food and the shopping. And the discover will be the more information about arts, culture and heritage. And beside this, you can also check tours and accommodation as well. So this is two of the products that we have that we think will be enhance the tourist experience when they come to Penang. And last, we just produced one of our thematic video. So for this year, Penang actually receives quite a numbers of accolades from Yahoo Travel, CNN, Forbes magazines. So example, Assam Laksa is voted number 7 most delicious food in the world. And then we'll share the video with everyone and hope everyone like it. And the video is actually getting almost more than 350,000 views within 4 days when we first shared on our social media. So okay, I'll play the video here. Okay, so there's a lot of things happening in Penang. So I welcome everyone come to Penang. That's all for my presentation. Thank you. And what we say, kamsia.
Thank you, Mr. Oi, on a very fruitful presentation. So talking about the heritage, and I think as you know that Georgetown is a Penang capital, was inscribed onto the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2008. So let's welcome Mr. Joe Siddick, Festival Director, to introduce more about Georgetown Festival. Let's welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Honored guests, press. I am the Festival Director. It's now 7 years now. I'll go straight to our video. This is Georgetown. It happens all in the city of Georgetown. this year is 29 July to 28 August. We have a very exceptionally interesting showcase this year. Several Asian premieres, several Southeast Asian premieres, and 2 world premieres. This is some of the shows that we've had in the last 6 years. They've always been international shows that do their Asian premiere in Georgetown. And an interesting thing is our lowest price ticket starts at US $7. So it's so much cheaper for you to fly to Penang to see it than to go to London or New York. These are some of the posters from the previous years. These are the dates, 29. Okay. This is our opening show. It's called Swara Bumi. We're bringing in one of the world's most famous indigenous group from Australia, Black Arm Band. They perform in Barbican Lincoln Centre. We're tying the indigenous music of South Australia, New Zealand. We have Ria Hall. From Indonesia, we have Ayu Lakshmi. And from Malaysia, we have the Mahmeri. And we also have Alina Murang from Sarawak. Opening show of the Georgetown Festival. We also have an opening weekend called ASEAN, which is Australian, Southeast Asian nations. We have some of the biggest indie music. Sheila Majid will be there. There'll be Raisa, Niji, some of the fashion and creative products from Southeast Asia. This is a show from Edinburgh Festival, Missing. This is Akram Khan's first major work, which he collaborated with Anish Kapoor. So this is also a Southeast Asian premiere. Triptych will be an Asian premiere. It will just premiered in Saddles Wells in May. So this is an Asian premiere. It's circus and dance. This is also from Edinburgh Festival, Juggling Act. This is our Pride and Joy. This is a Malaysian production. There will be a paddy field grown right in the middle of the city of Georgetown. It's a site-specific work. It's our big Malaysian premiere. This is a trailer of this year's highlight. Mural that made Penang quite famous. This year we have over 10 artists from all over the world coming in, and one of the pieces that we are invested in has been viewed 80 million times. It's by a very young French artist. So we have an artist from France, from England, from Lithuania, from several from Malaysia. So come to Penang. It's quite cheap to come to Penang from Hong Kong, and you can come for the weekend. There's still the durian there, July, August. So enjoy your stay in Penang. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, for the presentation of Georgetown. So we go to another topic. Nowadays, sweet couples are just more likely to choose overseas wedding to make their big day special. And if you now are considering where is your perfect place, or you want to recommend to your sweet couples, sure, you can find the answer here. Penang has a wide range of theme wedding ranging from So that's what Danny, Chairman of Penang Wedding Tourism Committee, to share more about the Penang Wedding Tourism for us. Let's welcome Danny.
Josen, Chawan, Ni Hao. Good morning. Yeah. My name is Danny Goon, and as your MC introduced me, I'm the chairman of the Penang Wedding Tourism Committee. And I've got no show and dance for you, but I'm going to address an issue which was raised just this week by somebody. Why does Penang need a wedding tourism committee? And why am I the chairman? Good questions both, so I'll address them as best I can. Penang has been preparing to be a wedding destination for more than 200 years. Yeah, and I'll stop there and I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah. And why am I chairing it? I don't know. I'm just a retired chartered accountant. Am I married? Yes, only once. What are my chances of getting married again? I think, as the betting man would say, rather long odds. Yeah, so don't hold your breath waiting. So I don't know very much about the industry, about wedding tourism when I started, but this committee was put into birth by the state government at the end of last year, and we are trying our best to do what Penang, to position Penang as a wedding destination, leveraging on what Penang has over the last 210 years. Now, a bit of history. Penang was, the modern Penang was founded by Captain Francis Light of the British East India Company in 1786. So that's 230 years ago. Yeah, and history tells us that Captain Francis Light, when he landed in the natural bay right in the heart of Georgetown, he built a stockade to protect his investment. A stockade with what you call a fort, and today that is known as Fort Cornwallis. Yeah? Fort Cornwallis has been restored. It still stands right outside our cruise terminal. When you come out of the cruise terminal, the first thing you see is Fort Cornwallis, and it's got all those 300-year-old cannons. And in its own right now, it's a wedding destination in itself. A lot of wedding couples go there to take photographs, and as they say, and I'm making no claims as to its authenticity, if the bride is, or rather the bride-to-be is seen taking a photograph astride the 300-year-old cannon, chances of fertility improves. So they say. Again, I make no further comments. Yeah? And going back, the second one in history is Captain Francis Light. History tells us that he came and fell in love with a local Eurasian girl called Martina Rosales. That's also 200 years ago. And they built a love nest in their house, which is known as the Suffolk House. Subsequently, the Suffolk House became the home of successive colonial governors of Penang. Yeah, but it fell, I suppose I can say, it fell into disuse. Its last useful role was as the canteen for the Methodist Boys' School at ITE Hong Kong. And then they stopped using it as that because things were falling apart. It's obviously a public danger. But the Penang people decided to restore Suffolk House 15-20 years ago, and they raised the necessary funding. And the result is that 10 years ago, Suffolk House was restored to its old glory. It now sits in ITE Hong Kong on its original site, in very elegant surroundings with lawn and a grand colonial house, and it is a wedding destination in itself. Couples from far and near now come to Suffolk House to do any of the four things. They make a proposal on the lawns, sign the registration, hold the reception inside, and have a party of a lifetime. So Suffolk House is there, and I believe some of you standing here have been to Suffolk House. Yeah, Whitney, Conway, what do you think of it? Good wedding destination site? Thank you, super. Now, so, I'm going to speak louder, I guess. Penang is known as a cosmopolitan city, and that's because for the last 200 over years, it has been a meeting place for nations and peoples. So it's a real melting pot, so much so that over the years, it has had a very diverse culture. Basically Malays, Chinese, Indians, and a lot of others, Armenians, Germans, you name it, we have it, and they've all got their little corners in Georgetown, Penang. And in 2008, Georgetown achieved UNESCO World Heritage City status. Yeah? And arising from that, Joe has done a wonderful job since 2009 of hosting the Georgetown Festival. Yeah. So Georgetown is a wonderful melting pot. It has, over the last 200 years, accumulated many sights. It's got many sounds. It's got many flavors, which will appeal to young couples looking for an exotic wedding. And here I tell you the secret. Yeah? Our currency is not as strong as we would like it to be. I'm not saying that anymore. But that means that Penang is a wonderful, affordable place. You can get everything you want in the exotic locations which Hong Kong people, I'm told, are used to. They go to Okinawa, and pass on to Japan, they go to Taiwan, they go to Korea, they go to as far as Bali, they go to Phuket. But think of Penang. We are just one direct flight away. Dragon Air 10 times a week now, hopefully 14 soon, and just 4 hours. Yeah. So now, as they say, like the proverbial durian, Penang is ripe for promotion as a wedding destination. What does that mean? You see, basically means that I'm told there are 4 bites. Well, there's only 1 bite to a durian, but there are 4 bites to weddings. That's the what do you call it, proposal. There is the registration. There's the photography, and there's the reception. And then afterwards, they might even spend the honeymoon there. You see, so that's the 5th bite. Penang, we're happy for 2, 3, 4 bites. So I would request you to tell the people you know in Hong Kong who would like to get married in an exotic location with all the frills. I mean, we are second to nobody. All the frills. We've got sunsets by the beach. We have the Penang Hill, 2,800 feet above sea level, with a wonderful view of Georgetown. Yeah, and we've got everything in between. Jungle scenes, garden scenes, cultural scenes, heritage scenes, and they're all available and currently being exploited by Penangites, Malaysians and Singaporeans. Why not Hong Kong people? So please do that. Make Penang your wedding destination and take any of the bites that we are available, make for you. Thank you. Tell your friends.
Thank you, Danny. It's really a good place that we can drop by. And so now we are going to make a very excitement announcement about Hong Kong tactical campaign with the GTA. So let's invite Mr. Vincent Leung, FIT Area Manager of Hong Kong, Philippines, Thailand and Indonesia. Thank you.
Mr. Win, Mr. Cheshire, Mr. Poon, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today, GTA is working with Penang Global Tourism to promote and generate visitors to Penang, State of Malaysia. We are very pleased to partner with Penang Global Tourism and to bring a very exciting Top Bookers Award to our agents, customers in Hong Kong. Our Top Bookers campaign promotion awards 10 top bookers